In the dim corridors of history, where whispers of ancient tales echo through time, one story stands out, not just for its grandeur, but for its profound impact on human civilization. The story of Moses and the Exodus is a narrative of struggle, faith, and liberation that has resonated across millennia. It is a tale that begins with a daring demand and a king's defiance, setting the stage for a series of events that would forever change the course of history. The confrontation between Moses and Pharaoh is as shocking as it is pivotal. Moses, a man raised in the courts of Egypt, but deeply rooted in his Hebrew heritage, stands before the most powerful man in the known world and delivers an ultimatum. Thus said the Lord, God of Israel, "Send off Israel, my people, that they may celebrate to me in the wilderness." The audacity of this demand is staggering. Here is a mere man, a Hebrew no less, standing in the presence of a Pharaoh, a figure often considered a living god, and commanding him to release an entire people from bondage. The language Moses uses is direct and unyielding, devoid of the customary deference that would be expected in such a setting. This is not a plea, it is a command. Pharaoh's response is equally jarring. "Who is the Lord, that I should heed his voice to send off Israel? I do not know the Lord, nor will I send off Israel." The Pharaoh's words are a clear challenge to the authority of the Hebrew God. In the polytheistic world of ancient Egypt, the idea of a single, powerful deity who could demand such actions was not only foreign but also threatening. Pharaoh's dismissal of Moses' demand is a testament to his power and his disdain for the Hebrews and their God. Moses and Aaron, recognizing the gravity of the situation, attempt to reason with Pharaoh. They explain that the Hebrews need to journey into the wilderness to offer sacrifices to their God, lest a divine judgment fall upon them in the form of pestilence or sword. This plea is a strategic move, appealing to Pharaoh's self-interest. The Hebrews are not just asking for a religious holiday. They are warning of a potential disaster that could devastate Egypt. However, Pharaoh is unmoved. Instead of seeing the wisdom in their request, he views it as a pretext for rebellion and a threat to the stability of his kingdom. Pharaoh's response is swift and cruel. He not only refuses to release the Hebrews, but also increases their burdens. The taskmasters are ordered to deny the slaves straw, a crucial component in the production of bricks, while maintaining the same quota. This decree is a calculated move to break the spirit of the Hebrews and to demonstrate the futility of their resistance. The overseers, who are themselves Hebrews, are caught in a tragic bind. They are beaten for failing to meet the impossible demands, and in turn, they become the intermediaries of Pharaoh's cruelty. The situation deteriorates rapidly. The Hebrews are forced to scour the land for stubble, a poor substitute for straw, and the taskmasters drive them mercilessly. The overseers, realizing the gravity of their position, confront Moses and Aaron. They accuse the two leaders of making their situation worse, of turning Pharaoh against them, and of putting a sword in the hands of their oppressors. The overseers' words reveal a deep sense of betrayal and a loss of hope. They see no way out of their predicament and blame Moses and Aaron for their suffering. Moses, overwhelmed by the weight of his mission and the suffering of his people, turns to the Lord in despair. He questions the divine plan, asking why the Lord has allowed things to worsen. The Lord's response is both reassuring and enigmatic. He tells Moses that now he will see what the Lord will do to Pharaoh. The liberation of the Hebrews will come, but it will be through a series of divine interventions that will demonstrate the power of the Lord over the might of Egypt. The story of Moses and the Exodus is a powerful reminder of the human capacity for resistance and the divine promise of deliverance. It is a tale of faith in the face of overwhelming odds, of leadership in the midst of despair, and of the relentless pursuit of freedom. The confrontation between Moses and Pharaoh is not just a historical event. It is a symbol of the eternal struggle between oppression and liberation, between human pride and divine justice. In the end, the story of Moses and the Exodus teaches us that even in the darkest of times, there is always a glimmer of hope. The journey to freedom may be long and fraught with challenges, but with faith and determination, it is a journey that can be undertaken and completed. The legacy of this ancient story continues to inspire and guide people around the world, reminding us that the fight for justice and freedom is a timeless and noble endeavor.